All right, people, sorry about that. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, and by that I mean I had technical difficulties. Kyle did not. Anyways, let's get past it. Kyle was talking about his center pick, which was Bill Russell, and I'll just say one thing: I think Bill Russell will be the great anchor for your team, and like he would just do everything that needed to be done that's not done by Magic, Michael, Giannis, LeBron. So yeah, he would do all the things that needed to be done.
I think if there was somebody who could bring all those superstars together, it would be the guy who literally was like the definition of player coach. You should know this. He literally was coaching the Celtics in the last 2 years of his career. Yeah.
And they won championships. Yeah.
Bill
So
Russell.
we don't need to spend too much time about it. My pick is Shaq. Shaq is known as a freak of nature, and you're not surprised by my pick, right?
Nope.
Right. And you know what I get? Kobe and Shaq. Yeah, that's what I get.
Tech.
Kobe and Shaq was I saw a meme the other day that was like Kobe and Shaq, or no, it was actually Shaq talking about him and Kobe. And like, this is the thing I like about Shaq actually is he has good self-awareness about his greatness. In that like, but he's so funny and like so charismatic that like it doesn't really like come off as cockiness because he knows he's great. He's not afraid to say it, but he also like appreciates greatness in others. So with that being said, he was like, putting me and Kobe together was an unstoppable thing. As far as us on the basketball court together, there was no better combination ever in the history of basketball. And that's like nearly provable. I mean, Kareem and Magic, maybe, but yeah.
Dude, Shaq and Charles work together. And he literally has talked about how, yeah, you're pretty good.
I was great.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing. He brings up the like rings thing. It's like, okay, come on, man. Don't be a jerk about it. But yeah.
No less than Michael.
Fair enough. Yeah, exactly. So like the beef between those 90s basketball players is so awesome to watch. Like I love it.
No,
like,
man.
especially like when you like the Reggie Miller, like or like you like Bill Laimbeer, like dude, these guys were like iconic.
What are you even talking about? What about Bill Laimbeer? Like, yeah. So, anyways, what? Like, he's not an announcer or anything. So, anyways, yeah. The funny thing is when Kevin Hart parodies Chuck and Shaq, and he does Kenny Williams too, and like, yeah, he does the whole NBA crew, and that is really, really funny. But let's talk about our starting fives versus each other real quick, and I'll show them. I do have them written down. They're right here. So it's like Magic versus CP3, Kobe versus MJ. All right. So I'll go through them first. So Magic versus CP3, that's your one guard matchup. Yeah, I mean, just two all-time greats in my opinion. And I don't know who outplays one in that matchup, to be honest.
One that's funny because I have a specific bias for both of them because of if you know anything about NBA history, then you should probably like Magic Johnson.
Right.
But CP3 played for the Clippers and then another team, I think.
Oh, he played for the Suns. Oh, yeah, I think he played for OKC. Yeah, I think he played for OKC. Yeah. Oh, and Houston.
Suns.
And Houston. He played for Houston.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that smile thing is like I actually remember like he played on the Clippers with I'm gonna
oh yeah, Blake Griffin. Right. Yeah.
Blake Griffin, thank you. And that was when it was like, oh, are the Clippers going to be something? Yeah.
They were pretty good. Anyways, I'm looking at the time, so we shouldn't spend too much time on this, especially this next one. MJ and Kobe is one that you and I have talked about. It's like GOAT conversations should be 1A and 1B, with MJ being 1A and Kobe being 1B. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely.
So you don't know what that matchup is going to entail, but what you do look at is who the backcourt partner is for them. Kobe and CP3 wanted to play together, and I think would have been an amazing combo. Magic and MJ did get to play together on the Dream Team, and it was the Dream Team. So there's that. Next, we have LeBron and KD. And this actually we've seen in real life. We've seen these two players face each other. I think KD might have the upper hand statistically, but I don't know. I'm not positive on that one. It could go either way.
Well, I'll just be honest. Like, yeah, this is purely like instinctual. Is that like if I was gonna bet on one or the other in a one-on-one game, I'd bet on KD.
Yeah, especially a one-on-one game. I'm taking KD all day.
With everything I know about LeBron, and like it has nothing to do with like he's a good 3 or 4 inches taller than him. Nothing to do with that.
Yeah, no, LeBron, I would say, is probably a better team player, but that's neither here nor there because again, KD's great at being a team player.
That's why.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the pass first mentality that KD just does not have. He is a scorer and will always be a scorer. So
because it's like I'm a shooting guard.
Our 4 matchup is really interesting because it's Giannis versus Tim Duncan. So like again, I think their eras
the hardest one of them.
And their eras just barely crossed over each other. So I'm not sure if they like faced off too many times or even at all. Yeah, I think they have. But either way, again, I think Giannis is like, he's the Greek freak. He is what he is. He is a freak athlete and person, and that's just all there is to it.
Yeah. Like I said, he arguably go down as the best power forward of all time. So
yeah, and Tim Duncan is probably the most underrated power forward of all time, which we talked about, right?
Undoubtedly.
Exactly. So last one, Bill versus Shaq. This is a really interesting because they're 2 different eras, right? Definitely. And
like separated by eras.
Actually, I'll say this. I think probably the only player ever in history comparable to Shaq is probably Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain. I don't know if you know this about Wilt Chamberlain. He also was just like, you shouldn't be able to do the things that you can do physically.
I'm almost surprised we didn't talk about Wilt as much as we did because it was like Bill was pissed off that there was this guy named Wilt Chamberlain happening in LA.
Yep.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Cool. All right, basketball fans of anyone that's out there, Kyle, sign us off.
As always, knowledge is power.